Rollin with Rollin. Hello, this is FD from Rollin with FD, and I want to tell you about the 5,000 subscriber contest. If you can help us get to 5,000 subscribers, we have something for you. First, subscribe to the channel, and when you subscribe, you make yourself eligible for the contest. After you subscribe, leave your favorite player or players in the comments and let us know who those players are. And once you subscribe and leave your favorite players, you're eligible for the contest. First place for those who win, you'll get a card or cards of your favorite players listed up to $1,000. Second place, the second place winner will receive one card or cards of your favorite players listed up to $250. And for third place, there will be 5 winners. Each winner will receive one piece of Rollin with FD merch, and one lucky winner of those 5 will receive 2 pieces of Rollin with FD merch. Please remember, to enter the contest, you first need to subscribe, and second, you need to leave your favorite player or players in the comments. Once you do both, you have entered the Rollin with FD Road to 5,000 subscriber contest. Help us get there. We really want to, but we know we can't do it without your help. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is FD from Rollin with FD. It is a sun-filled, great day in Burbank, California. So we wanted to stop by LA Sports Cars. We've been here before. You've seen another episode of us here, but we wanted to come in today and talk about business. Like, if you aspire to have a sports car shop or LCS, which is a local car shop, we're going to go in today and ask Eric just some basic questions or some things to think about if you want to go down that road. Let's go check it out.
Who's rolling with FD? Who's rolling with FD?
I'm rolling with FD.
What? Who's rolling with FD?
I'm rolling with FD.
Talk to him. So before we get started, we're going to take this moment to tell you a little bit about Drip, sponsor for the show. I want to tell everyone out there about Drip. Drip is a live streaming platform where you can buy sports cards, Pokemon cards, Funkos, or other collectible items at the click of a button from your phone. Use my link here and in the description below to receive $15 off your first purchase of $20 or more anywhere in the app. Remember to use my code on dripshot.live for $15 off your first purchase.
So we're inside the store right now, and we're with Kit and Eric, and I just want to ask them both a question.
What's up, guys?
So yeah, we got Kit here, we have Eric here.
How's it going, guys?
So I just want to ask you all, we were talking, G and I, about I think a good episode that would help a lot of people. If someone out there is thinking about creating or starting their own local car store, what are some things that you all think they will want to consider, think about, kind of work through in that process?
Well, I guess number one, you gotta think timing, right? Timing's gotta be perfect. Now there's a lot of car stores coming up. Everybody's trying to take advantage of it. But you gotta see the timing works out for you. Location is very important. And then ultimately is, do you have the connections? If you don't have distributor connections, if you don't have connections for product, right? If you want to open up a store and you just have slabs, you just have your personal stuff and you don't have any products come in. Best case scenario, everybody comes in and buys your stuff, then you're out of stuff. How you replenish. I think those are among the key points that people want to have first. Make sure you have your connections, your distributors, the people product coming in on a normal basis. Because if you don't have that, what's the point of opening a store? So you can still build your brand name at the shows, right? And go whenever you have product. But if at a store, you're 24/7, you have to have product all the time,
sure,
right? And then you have to worry about pricing, right? Am I too high? Am I too low? Can I charge more because my distributor's getting more? So all different stuff. So I say those are the main key points. You need to look at location, right? And contacts. If you don't have the contacts and distributors, you probably should not even think about it. Unless you have all the inventory in the world and you think you can last, then maybe start that. But those are the key points. But also timing right now. Take a look if it's the right time for you, right? Location wise, if there's nobody interested in your area for card shops and it'd be, there's no walking traffic, that kind of stuff. What would you say, Kit?
A lot of it has to do with risk too, like risk analysis, management, that kind of stuff, especially in light of kind of the macroeconomics going on right now. There's a lot of that risk that's out of the market's control. That's out of the sports cards market control. It's kind of, we're in here now, we kind of have to weather the storm. Who knows how long consolidation is? So you kind of have to model that in. Also, along the lines with what Eric was saying, risk on product as well, and risk on For example, employees. How many do you need? How reliable are they? Trust is a huge deal. I'm lucky, I'm blessed because we have a team of people who are in our circle and we naturally, work and flow and trust each other for a long time. And so to have that, like check mark off that, checklist of things, and then you can sweat all that risk and plan for that, weather that storm. And like worst case scenario, like this is the risky scenario, and if it plays out, can you still handle it, can still make it? At worst, what does that look like? And so you plan for that, plan for the good, plan for the bad, and just test the market. Like what Eric was saying, start off maybe with an eBay store, e-commerce, online shows. And if that's working well with your team, you got that flow and you got that confidence, and you can say, hey, I can weather like the ups and downs and the trends of the market, and everything looks good, like give it a go. You could try like a low risk, pop-up perhaps.
That's right.
Or you can work into it, small steps, and then grow into it.
I think that's great advice. When you all think about singles, because I know you have boxes here, people can buy that. But when you think about singles in different sports, what are some of the criteria you go through on selecting what cards to put in a case at a high level, and what kind of variation are you trying to give people when they come in?
Yeah, so singles is a little different, right? You're going to be more specific. So it also depends on how much display case you have room, right? You want to have all the stuff you have in the warehouse, but you can't show everything. And how you show it is important too, right? You want to put it in a stack, or you want to just lay it all out for people to see. Presentation's key, right? People come in and they're looking for stuff. If they can't find what they want, generally they're not going to ask you. They're just going to say, "Oh, I don't see it," and I'm going to walk away.
Very
right?
true.
Right? Because generally you look at customers. The big thing is customer service. People come in, you ask them what they want, because if they can't see it, right, maybe they won't ask for it. So you ask them, maybe you have it in the back. But as far as singles goes, and to answer your question, mostly depending on what you can store in the store in display case. Now everybody's high on modern, right? Everybody's high on prospects
Very
and
true.
rookies, right?
Very true.
So a lot of people want to do prospect chasing. So you have to have those prospects out there for people to chase. Basketball, baseball, football, even soccer, right? Everybody wants those. Key rookies, autographs, RPAs, all the different parallels. Those are the type of things that people are looking for, right? And then you also have to cater for the higher end, people that want the bigger cards, right? So you're gonna go for the greats, the Hall of Famers, the big Jordan cards, LeBron cards, Curry cards, right? The bigger cards. But those are, you gotta separate them. So when it comes down to it, it really comes down to how much space you have and what's your clientele, your customers. If you know your customers are looking for this type of stuff, then you can have more of what they're looking for, right? And you can always have stuff in the warehouse and just ask them, hey, what are you looking for? Well, I'm looking for something small. Okay, here you go. I'm looking for something big. I might not have it here, but I have it somewhere else. So as long as you present that opportunity and that choice for them and show up like the flashes that they want to see, that's basically what we're doing. Because we have limited space. Some places have tons of space so they can showcase everything. We don't, so we have to limit it, and we limit it by what we think people are looking for this time, and it changes, right? Different seasons, right? Basketball's down, basketball's coming up now, so now we gotta move the showcase and more basketball, right? Off season, summer was usually just baseball, so there isn't much movement. So you find out what people are into, right? Off season basketball trading or baseball. So that's basically what I would do. What do you think, Kip?
Yeah, that's true. That's a very good point. A lot of the Pokemon on our gaming section, same, singles, showcase, space, but it's a little different. Pokemon, you're gonna have a lot of the original, like base set Charizard, those guys. The original starters. So you have a lot of the old cards too that people love and modern too. Singles work really well with Pokemon, very low dollars, like pretty much across the board. Even your slabs, pretty relatively low compared to sports, like a lot lower.
Oh, there's no season in Pokemon too.
That's right.
Why?
That's true.
Why is that, Kid?
That's right. I mean, let's say you get some of these young guys, like, I love Tua. But you're investing in Tua, like an equivalent over there, that guy's not gonna, he's good.
Charizard never gets injured. That's all I'm
right.
saying.
The artwork is beautiful.
Charizard never gets
pulls
injured.
ACL.
Never pulls ACL. Even with Ash on Pikachu, never pulls the ACL.
That's right.
And also just diversify, right? You gotta diversify. But part to your first question, you can see here we have sports, but we also have trading cards. You gotta diversify. If you can diversify and give everybody what they want, you can't always meet all the needs of all the customers. But sometimes you have someone come in and, hey, do you have this? Do you have Pokemon? Oh, I don't have Pokemon. They'll walk away. Now you gotta think to yourself, hey, can I handle Pokemon? Is my store able to handle Pokemon or different type of trading cards or soccer or whatever it is? And if you can, then that's when you make the decision of, getting material, getting cards, single cards, and displaying it in a way that people would come in and be able to pick it up.
One thing I love about this shop, I'm gonna tell people, is the engagement. right? You come in, Kid, Eric, whoever's behind this counter is talking to people on the other side. I want you all to talk about the importance of that, because growing up, I've been in a lot of LCSs, but that's not the case. The person is there as like an attendant. If you talk to them, they may talk back to you a little bit, but that's about it. Just let people know the importance of the engagement, the customer service, and how that can separate one shop from another.
I think it comes down to if you love it, right? Obviously, we love it. Otherwise, we've been doing it. If it's a regular job, some people don't like their job. You're just going to sit in the corner until somebody does it. But if you love something, you're going to engage. And also personality. I mean, you know, my personality is different.
That's right.
You know, day one, we hit it off.
That's right. Yeah.
But besides personality, it's also about, you know, if you love it. If you love it, start talking about it. You get a customer, start talking about Steph Curry. Oh, back and forth, right? Talking about LeBron, back and forth. So it's also about what you love. And customer service is key, right? We want to make sure everybody comes into the store that they're being treated, because if they're not being treated, what's the point of having the store coming in? And they can go online. There's no personal interaction. They can pick what they want, click checkout, and send. In the store, they want to ask what it is. What is this? What is the, you know, where did you get this card? Where is that? So basically, the key point when you open the store, back to your first question, is customer service as well. You want to make sure every customer, whether they like you or not, or they don't want to, at least you're there available for what they want.
Very
right?
true.
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of conversation, smile, just let me show you what we have, sort of thing. Just start off the conversations like the old saying goes in the episode of Cheers. Everyone knows your name.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
That's kind of how we want to get into a situation. We want to feel comfortable. So we try to do that to the best that we can. We try to make people feel as comfortable as we can. The little things.
But that also goes back to your workers and people that you're in the store. They have to be knowledgeable and they have to be open. So for example, Kit is all about trading cards. He loves it with a passion. So if you ask him about certain things, he'll be able to tell you everything. So when someone comes in and has questions, right? He'll be able to answer the questions. If he can't, he'll say, "Hey, I'll be able to help you." But nowadays, Kid has a competition. These 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds.
Oh man, for sure.
Coming strong.
Yeah, they're coming strong. They're coming for your game. No longer Pokemaster. I'm telling you, these little kids.
Like, hey, you want an internship?
Yeah. These kids, they come out and they know everything. They'll start spinning out. So that's why you're there with customer service, right? People who don't know anything. I'm trying to get a gift from my dad. I don't know what he wants. Well, okay, let me help you out. That kind of stuff. So I think when it comes down to key is you gotta love what you do, right? For a card shop, it has to be love. If you're just working there to think you make money, then you're in the wrong business.
True.
Right? You can make money too if you do it right, but you have to love it, because there's going to be ups and downs and all different stuff. And I love looking at all this stuff. Oh, which player come in? Oh, let's go buy it. But you can't always buy the player you love, because you got to figure out if they can sell or not too, right? So I think ultimately it comes down to is you got to love what you do instead of just treating it like another job.
So I know you opened another location. Just talk about you opened this store and then you decided, hey, I think we may need another location. Just talk a little bit about how you made that decision on the high level and what some of the steps you went through.
Okay. Yeah, so open up your store, there's always different things you gotta take and consider. For us, basically, is the store, Burbank was doing really well, right? We had a lot of customers, we got customer feedback and different kind of stuff. But then we had people say they had to travel from some other place to get here, or some other place to get here. So we know the coverage. And then we figured out, okay, well, logistically wise, we could open up another store, right? For us, it was more like, okay, where's the warehousing, where's the distribution, is it close enough? Could we get coverage?
So that's the real concept.
That's the real concept.
Yeah.
It's coverage, right? You don't want to open up a store in Burbank and another store in San Francisco, right?
And this is why I asked the question, because I think there are people out there sometimes that they love what they're doing, but do they think through the overall network of how the operation will work when they start extending? But go ahead.
Yeah, true. You don't want to overextend yourself. So that's what those considerations. Are we overextending ourselves? So all those things came in consideration, and we figured, okay, we can handle it. It's within our bandwidth, right? We have customer vans over there that we may be able to take advantage of, right? It's also like, some customers will travel 15 miles, 30 miles for it. And then some will want to go to your store, but they don't want to travel 15 miles. But if it's closer to their area, 5 miles, okay, I'll go here. So it also depends. For us, it was we were being successful. We saw the opportunity. Logistically, we knew we could handle it. But was it distribution-wise, everything else we can handle it. And then we got a great property, and we decided to give it a go.
Yeah, like Eric said, a lot of it was support coverage. If we needed, for example, Hike to come up, hey, Hike, come over here. We need some products over there. We're short. We can support each other. Two stores can support each other, whether it's products, whether it's staff, and economies of scale is a thing. We can get better pricing so that's a big thing too. And yeah, to Eric's point, proximity, you're expanding your circle put differently. Let's say if someone were to open where we were, well, that's, an opportunity that we could have done ourselves. So we want to move fast. It didn't make sense. Do we want to take the risk? And then, we have that type of personality where we're like, okay, let's do it.
Well, also, it's like demand. The sports cards are getting hot. People want it in the collectible. And as you can see, we're not only sports cards. We diversify ourselves a little bit, right? We have both sports cards, just sports card stores and that stuff. We have sports cards. We have TCG. We have memorabilia. And you're all licensed. And when you get that stuff and you have those opportunities, it's easier to make a decision. Okay, let's expand out, because somebody who's not into sports cards but wants to collect antiques and memorabilia, this is your store for you as well, right? People just want sports cards. Here you go. People want Pokemon, want trading cards as well. So we're just diversified enough that we can handle. And also, like Kit mentioned, is the fact that, support. Someone comes in the store and they want something. Oh, I want this Jordan. Oh, we sold out here, but we have a Jordan over there. If you want, just wait, we'll bring it over. It's close enough that we can cover to each other. And it's just like McDonald's and Starbucks. Or I've been to the South and in the East, Waffle House.
That's right.
You go to every corner, there's a Waffle House.
That's
What's the whole point? Because, there might be a Waffle House 5 minutes, but why do I go to 5 minutes if I have one minute, right? And that one over there, there's another person that lives 1 minute away. So business-wise, great opportunity. You just have to figure out whether or not you can, like question number one, whether you can handle it business-wise.
And the cool thing about Waffle House is that you may see so many, but they're fighting for the consumer dollar, right?
Yes.
So do you spend your money at Waffle House or someplace else?
Exactly.
That's the same concept that's here.
Yep.
One thing I want to tell people too is that the advice they gave, starting out at shows, moving from that to another concept. I first met Kit and Eric at a show in front of their table talking to them about stuff. And they had a representation of what's here in this room right now. They had boxes for sale, they had singles for sale, they had memorabilia that they were selling. So, and that helped them understand kind of traffic, their customer, things like that. So I really wanted to talk about this today because I know there are people who probably wanted to open a lot of card shops. I wanted to come to people that knew and to talk about the concept, because things sometimes seem like instant, like these guys just opened a shop, but they've been working at this and spending time with this for a while to understand what they're doing before they actually made a step and before they made another step to open another location. And that's the cool thing about this conversation.
Yep, I agree. Yep. If it was easy,
Everybody do it.
Everybody do it. Exactly. It's also timing, right? Remember when we were doing it, when we were doing the show, circuit, right? There wasn't a lot of stores out there.
That's right.
You had one or two.
You're right.
Right? And a lot of people were branching out, and so we branched out a little bit, right? People were saying, "Oh, you crazy? Why are you gonna do it?" Right? We figured we can handle it, and let's just try it, right? And we had that gun ho mode. We're like, okay, you want? Basically, me and Kit would go, "Hey, Kit, you want in?" He's like, "You looking at me? You crazy? Of course I'm in." Okay, you're in, I'm in, right? And we're like, all our partners are like that. So we started doing it. Timing is very important. Now, if you ask me right now, you know this, that the card market's going to change.
Right.
Just like with the wax years back in 70s and 2000, they changed it. Well, now it's starting to have to change a little bit. So everybody has to start reconsidering. It's not, the sports market is not dead.
No.
In my opinion, not dead at all. It's just, it's going to change, right? You're going to have to figure out, okay, base cards, parallels, all different stuff, maybe some other stuff. Maybe you go to NFTs, that kind of stuff. You're going to have to start figuring it out differently, because now everybody's saturated. The market is saturated. Everybody wants in, right? People are like you and us. We've been here a little longer. We know what it is. You got new people coming in. They have no idea, and they're starting from where we started. Let's say singles and base cards. Well, that may not be the way to do it, right? I mean, look at that Luka 2018, right? Base card. The highest was at what, 1,700? Now it's every day at 300, but it's liquid every day at 300.
That's right.
So those type of things that people have to take consideration.
Just like the LeBron's 2003 Topps Chrome. I've talked about this card many times. That card is very liquid. You may walk into a show, somebody, you may go to one table, somebody may say, I don't know if I want to deal with that. You go to another table, people are cashing you out. Those are parts of the market that you have to learn about. And if you want to make a move at a show or make a move in the short term on a different card that you want, these are some of the things that you want to know. I appreciate y'all.
Anytime. For you, anytime. You know that.
Well, now we're going to go over to the other location. Okay. What are some things we should talk about over there and look at?
Oh, well, if you want to look at it, you can see logistic-wise how we have it differently, right? You can see, we try to keep it kind of the same, but it's a little bit different. You'll see, like I said, since we have not too close, but close enough, we can diversify what we're selling, that type of stuff. So you can take a look at that.
Okay.
Right? You can see here, we have some sports, a lot of TCG and memorabilia. Over there, you'll see the same thing, but you'll see little different variations.
Okay.
More like generate on sports and that kind of stuff. And of course, we can't frame all our memorabilia, so you might have some hot pieces here, and you'll have some hot pieces there too to take a look at.
And just so everybody knows too, you also frame. If I bring in my jersey and it's already been signed, you can give it to these guys and they will frame it for you. And these frames are wonderful.
So take a look at it, G. So look at the Betts jersey right there. That's straight from Fanatics, right? Slices, of course, but that frame was from Fanatics. take a look at this Messi Argentina up here, right? Also, jersey is certified, but this is our framing. So we do more customization. So a lot of people like our framing customization. That's the big difference, you know, adding more services for our customers. A lot of people have jerseys and stuff they had, or, you know, grading, they want to grade their jerseys, wash, or grade the authenticity. We can grade that too, but then they say they want to frame it. So we do have framing as well.
One-stop shop.
Yep, there you go.
LA Sports Cards. I appreciate y'all.
Anytime, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, kid.
Appreciate it.
So we're here at the Glendale location of LA Sports Cards for Hike. Hike, what's up?
What's up, guys? Welcome to our Glendale location. This is our second location, actually. We are located in 567 West Glen Oaks Boulevard, Glendale, California. And let's go ahead. I'm going to show you around the store.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We start off over here with the Pokemon section. We got all Pokemon set up over here, probably our biggest section. Probably soccer is a little bit bigger than the Pokemon. We got the booster boxes, all the Japanese Pokemon down over here. We got the ETBs and the premium collection boxes over here.
And you have a little bit larger selection of singles than at the other store.
That's right.
Yep.
So we have 3 showcases dedicated to Pokemon, Japanese, slabs, and singles. Over here we move on to our basketball section with our blasters on top. We got the Court Kings and hobby boxes down over here. And over here, this is a special showcase. This is dedicated to Kobe only. So you see only Kobe cards over here.
Okay.
So we got Kobe autos, Kobe patches, and numbered cards. And over here we have our regular showcase with Lucas and LeBrons and all the top rookies. We also got a small section of baseball over here, and hockey, F1, UFC also. On the wall over there, we got the memorabilia. Ronaldo, Messi, 2 Brady's, and also Herbert.
And we were talking about the other location, how some of these are framed by Fanatics and some is in-house framing down here.
So over here, the Giannis, this is the Fanatics frame. Over here. But right over here, the Durant is in-house framing. So this is our custom framing. We do custom framing also. So we got the balls over here, Pulisic, Erling Haaland, Ronaldo, and this is a very special ball over here. Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan.
That is a nice one.
Yeah, certified by Upper Deck. And we got the Aaron Donald helmet over here. And we move on to my favorite section because I'm a soccer fan.
Okay.
And this is my favorite section over here. We got the soccer section over here with all different types of top scrolls and top series. We got the Prism Selects, and we also got the Mosaics over here. We also got the FIFA World Cup Qatar stickers. And we move on to our football section, where we have Eric's favorite section. So this is Prisms, Selects, and one of the best boxes ever you can get. The Prism First Off the Line 2020. It's loaded up with rookies. Jalen Hurts, Tua, Herbert, Burrow. Yep. And we got the photos up over here. That Jordan is a very special one. It's numbered to 23. This is 5 out of 23. Very special photo. You sign on it. Next to it, we got the Kobe.
The Kobe dunk.
Yep, the Kobe dunk.
And Jordan's there versus Cleveland. Shot over Elo.
That's right.
The GOAT. I appreciate you taking us through the store. You say you like to collect soccer?
Yes, I like collecting soccer. Soccer is my thing.
What are some things that you think about when you look at soccer cards or you want to buy soccer cards that may help other people out?
So first thing, I collect only one player.
Okay.
The only player he's retired already, of course. That's fine for my personal collection. But if you want to buy good cards, pay attention to the rookies and see who's doing really good. So this year the main rookie is Gabby. So buy any Gabby card, numbered, autograph, PSA 10s. I'll collect only PSA 10s. If I'm the one collecting, I'll buy only PSA 10s.
Okay.
And keep my collection at the top level.
And that allows him to keep it liquid if he wants to make a move. No one is telling him, oh, you got an 8.5 or a 9. I really want a 10. They're pristine. So he can do whatever he wants to do with them. He can keep it long term. He can make moves with them. And I've met other collectors that do the exact same thing.
PSA 10s, I always buy PSA 10s. That's the thing. If I buy, it has to be a PSA.
Do you have a Gabby card here?
I do have like Gabby card.
I'm about to learn something.
This is a special one, so people say get confused. So this card over here, this is Gavi variations. So this is a rare card to pull from Merlin, because usually you see the blue Barcelona jersey when you pull a Gavi. But this is a variation because he's with the yellow jersey over here. And the raw is going about like $190. Imagine grading this card, PSA 10, probably it's gonna go up to like probably $1,000.
Yeah.
It's a really nice card. Gavi is the main guy right now to collect. I'm hoping Spain kills it this year at the World Cup because they have really good young players. Ansu Fati, Pedri, Gavi. Dhabi. Top 3 rookies from last 2-3 years. They're the guys playing for Spain this year.
Ask questions, you'll learn something. I just learned something. Very nice.
That's right. Come in, guys. Come into the store. We can have a talk about soccer, about you guys investing or like collecting. I'm happy to help you guys out and give my opinions.
And like we were just talking about the other location, LA Sports Cars, Hike, Eric, Kit, they're all about talking to people, sharing information. He just told me something that I did not know. And I think that just adds to the overall feel of a local car store. People that are there to help you or to answer questions for you or to sell you something, but they want to make sure you have the right experience when you walk out.
All right. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you guys. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
For coming in.
Hey, everybody. This was a great experience to talk through. What are some of the things that you want to think about when attempting to start LCS, which is your local car shop? I really appreciate what Kit, Eric, and Mike took us through today. It's great to see both locations. Right now, we're in front of the Glendale location. You saw the Burbank one earlier. Like, subscribe, hit the notifications. G and I want to bring you more content and keep it rolling. Peace.